Yeah, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and we back. Yeah, man, we back. Hold on. Nah, that wasn't YouTube. I wasn't ready. I was getting myself situated. What's up with everybody? We back. We back up in the mix. Ryan, what's up? Mr. Dixon, what up? Kenya. Isaiah in here. Jacob. Or Jacoby. Nider. Somebody said I was frozen. Y'all tripping. Yo, what's good? Ego making sure he closed that OnlyFans. Nah, I'm about to listen. I'm about to log on to OnlyFans right now. Y'all tripping. Hold on, if I spill this coffee, I'm gonna be. Oh, I knew I was. Damn it. All right, we back. You ever do something and you know you shouldn't do it, but you're like, and you do it anyway? I just did that. Azteca, what's up? Kenya, he tripping out already. You see how y'all be doing me? I ain't even get settled in. Y'all already starting to roast. I need y'all to get the likes up. He said I was on OnlyFans, y'all. He tripping. Ego, you think Garcia shook after Campbell dropped him? Yup. Or him or his team. I think that's definitely part of it. Man, bro, he got dropped in the second round. So that could have, the Empire strikes back. You know, he could have, his whole little wave would have crumbled right then and there had he lost. He showed some heart and came back, but still, you think they trying to put him back in there with that? Look, bro, first of all, listen, y'all got me started already. Listen, y'all got me already started. Let's go. I'm ready. Shout out to Memphis, man. Shout out to my people in Memphis. Listen, let's get this cracking. On hood. Listen, on the set. Listen, on gang. Oh. Mother. We gonna get this cracking. All right, look. This what old media does. Bro. They start over glorifying certain wins for certain people when it's convenient. Like Kenichi Bear, what's up? I'm asking real life questions for this boxing game, and not nobody's answering it with nothing intelligent. Look it. What makes, or who's to say that Luke Campbell was the guy to beat? Shout out to my girl Jackie Hernandez. What's good? Who made Luke Campbell the it guy to be a B-side? Because I've watched Luke Campbell and I ain't never looked at him like he was the net. Like, listen to my channel. I'm the best in the business. And that's by a long shot, by a country mile. Listen to the people that I tell you throughout my past that are nice as Terrence Crawford. When he had dreads and y'all didn't even know who Terrence Crawford was, I was promoting Terrence Crawford on the channel, telling y'all to watch for him. He's something special. Errol Spence. Who else have I really put y'all on? Like, I'm trying to think of the people who aren't so obvious, you know, because there's a lot of people like Floyd Mayweather and stuff. I always respected Floyd's his MO. Okay, but let's say more recently, David Morrell Jr. So far, so good, right? How is it the people I'm telling y'all to check for, they really nice like that? And even guys like Isak Pitbull Cruz. I said, man, that's a good fight. I'm not mad at Tank fight. You just listen to the content. I told you, I'm not mad at Tank fighting Rolly, a dangerous puncher, and fighting another dangerous guy in Pitbull Cruz. Y'all was the ones hating. Y'all was the one hating on Isak Pitbull Cruz. I told you, Cambosos, I was never mad at the fight. The only thing we was mad at mad at is how Triller, was taking a month of Sundays for the fight to happen. Hold on, Kamal, let Kamal get some of this. Let my boy Kamal get some of this. He said, I'm exposing corporate media again. Remember when Floyd Mayweather was old and almost retired? They pushed for him to fight Amir Khan, Triple G, and even Keith Thurman. Yet these same clowns say that Canelo and Triple G can fight whoever. See, that's what I'm saying. Old media tries to, it's almost like the movie The Matrix. It's almost like the movie The Matrix. They try to tell you what the real world is, but that's not the real world. You living in a play fantasy world and they calling it the real world. That's old media. They tell you that Richard Comey is the top lightweight. I ain't seen that. He alright, he cool. But you ain't never seen me say that no damn Richard Comey was the guy to beat at lightweight. But I have put you on Devin Haney. I have put you on Gervonta Davis, and they doing well for themselves. But old media, let them tell it. It's all about Luke Campbell. Every fight I seen Luke Campbell, he got his ass whooped. Every fight. He got dropped by Linares. I watched that on HBO. Lomachenko almost stopped him. What are we talking about? See, this is the thing. People want to disagree with the God, but you can't. You ain't got enough ammunition to disagree with the God, man. Listen, y'all don't got enough sense. You ain't got enough sense in your bank account to go against the God. People want to dispute what I'm saying and disagree and diss me and all that. That's cool. But you ain't got enough shells in the clip to prevent what was coming and to go against what I'm saying. Old media has Triple G as a #1 middleweight now. Based on what? Being inactive for a whole year and not being black? That's why. Shout out to my man from Be More, where you gotta be more careful. Bro, Triple G, how he #1? He ain't even fighting. You see, this is what I'm talking about. How is Triple G the #1 middleweight? He took the whole year off. He said, hell no, God, and fell back. Bro, listen, you would never see, listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep saying, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. I'm gonna keep saying it. You will never see a black fighter who can take a year off and be inactive and get put on anybody's pound for pound list. Can you imagine old media putting Keith Thurman on the pound for pound #1 spot, or saying he's the #1 guy in the division when he ain't fought in 2-3 years? But Triple G, he ain't fought all last year. We still don't have a effective date when he's gonna fight the Murata, a fight no one's really asking for. And then his last fight before that was trash. Camille Szechuan or whatever. And it took him mad rounds to get a guy with no punching power out of there. Y'all better stop playing, man. 2022 is lights out for y'all. Them lames better be more careful. Shh. You better listen to my boy Lord Sweat. Let's get it. Now, in the case, I'm gonna do this like Maury Povich. I'm Maury Povich of this boxing thing. Hold on. In the case of young Ryan Garcia, more cappery, more cappage. Horse and cappage. Si, señorita. Bro, man, he fought Steve Rose. Get him out of here, bro. That man fought a guy named Steve Rose at a catchweight. You didn't even want to fight Steve Rose at his true weight. Oh, yeah, bro. They was asking, listen, the Steve Rose fight was so horrible. They did a press conference and there was like 3 media people that showed up. And then Triple G, they was asking them questions about, hey, who's Steve Rose? And he didn't know. He was like, God beats me. Max is like, nah, bro, you don't even know who he is. Bro, they was asking him, so what danger does Steve Rose present? He was like, oh, yeah, he's good. Max. Bro, he didn't know what to say. Bro, you ain't got no data on this dude. You ain't never seen him fight, cuz. Yeah, big drama. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm real scared. Bro, nah, you ain't scared. How you scared, motherfucker? You don't even know. How you scared? You don't even know. You ain't never seen him fight. Like, I get if it's like Bruce Lee, you scared because you seen him scrap before. How you scared of Steve Rose and you ain't never even seen him fight? Triple G be capping too. Oh my God, he the captain of the ship, bro. Y'all tripping. He said, yeah, Max, respect everybody. Nah, you don't. Just admit you don't know who Steve Rose is like the rest of us. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. That's how you know the person trash, like they not good like that, because you can't even say nothing like if somebody's finna fight Floyd Mayweather, you could be like, oh, Floyd, his timing is impeccable. He been in the game, he a veteran. You know what I'm saying? You had some real stuff. Triple G was saying all generic stuff. That's like when you apply for a job and you've never been an apprentice. And they say, oh, you know electrical work, and you're like, yeah, I'm an electrician, and you lie on the resume, and then they give you the job, and they start asking you about that 16 gauge wire and stuff. You don't know nothing because you lied your way into the position. Y'all ever lied on the job? Listen, have y'all ever lied on y'all resume and lied and said you work somewhere or has certain expertise? Like you told them because you was bilingual and you can barely speak English. Y'all ever done that? They're like, oh, there's a customer in aisle 15 that needs you to translate. And you like CKC, you really don't. Do y'all never lie? I don't know, whatever. Y'all ain't had enough jobs then. Okay, shout out to my man, Bill. Okay, he lied on, yeah, where my liars at? Listen, where my liars at? Hey, Kenya, you are not an angel. You lied. I know you was lying on them apps. Bro, I used to be lying. They be like, salary desire. My last job was paying $44, so it's only right that you give me $50 an hour. I was lying. Listen, sometimes you gotta lie on them job applications. That's all I'm saying. Like little white lies, not like major lies. Y'all fake, because girls be telling me, some of y'all be lying and having families and dating other girls and stuff, and then now y'all trying to act like y'all don't lie. Like y'all, man, come on, bro. Girls been telling me that they dated a guy and they thought the guy was their boyfriend and the man had a whole separate family. But now everybody's saints and angels. All right, whatever. Y'all be lying to me. He said, see, shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to my liars that's going to admit that they be lying. He said, I lied on a security job. Yeah, I got my green card. I got my guard card. You ain't got, man, you barely got a Sam's Club Costco card. You ain't got no guard card. Y'all be lying. Hold on, Kamal Oz, again. Bro, y'all better bow down to Kamal. Ring made a big deal about dropping Gary Russell from his rankings for inactivity, and Fat Dan applauded the move. Now they got Bum Lufkin as the number one middleweight. Number one talking about Munguia ducking title shots, eliminators, and staying number one. Bro, Kamal is just Ginsu slicing y'all up. He said telling people you was CEO. Yeah, like tell me about your last job. Yeah, I was a CEO for Death Row Records. They like, wasn't that Suge? No, I mean, sometimes Suge, he would be in jail, so I had to run the company. Like, you ain't no motherfucking Death Row. You wasn't on, I ain't see you on no Death Row. Y'all be lying on them jobs. I see y'all. Yeah, that's another one. I know people that be on that 420, they be smoking weed back when it was illegal on the jobs, and they be like, do you smoke weed? They be like, nah, you high as Method and Red. Method Man, Red Man, and Snoop and Wiz Khalifa. You hired in Burner talking about you don't smoke. Y'all be lying. I know y'all be lying. He said Kamal chose violence today. Absolutely. It's only right. It's the American way. Get the likes up. Man, I seen the coldest thing when I worked at Lowe's. this older dude, he was on a ladder and he missed a step and he fell off. He fell off the ladder and like shattered his knee. He was like, my knee, you know, he fell off the ladder. Like, cause he missed the last step and he was sliding the ladder down the step, missed the step, fell, twisted his knee up cause you know, Lowe's got the pavement, the concrete. So he on the ground like, and then I see my store manager running, like striking. And I was like, oh, damn, it was like a superhero almost. You see what I'm saying? The store manager was like low key lazy. So I never seen him like rush to action. So the dude's wounded on the ground with the busted up knee. He's an older gentleman, fell off the ladder. And then he's running like the T-1000, dun, 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 and he was striking down the aisles. I was like, oh man. And then my store manager, he had like a fanny pack and he reached in and he pulled out a Q-tip and he started jugging in his ear and he put it in a Ziploc bag and walked off. I'm like, what the he was doing a drug test, because at Lowe's, if you get injured on the job, you can get workers' comp. But if you fail a drug test, you can't get workers' comp because they'll say you was on drugs when you got injured, so that's your fault. So it's a liability thing. So the whole time I thought he was running to save the day. Man, this man he administered a drug test, the little cotton swab drug test, and walked off. I'm like, what? It was crazy. Bro, he was striking down the aisles like, he had digs too. Bro, he had digs. I was like, oh, he gonna call the paramedics or maybe he knows CPR or something. Man, he did a drug test and put it in the dude's tongue and put it in the bag, zipped it, and walked to his office. I'm like, what? Bro, the dude was like, my knee. And he put the Q-tip in it. It was crazy, bro. Here's what they think about you. That's why I gotta work for myself, man. Cause them companies, sometimes they be tripping. Like, you don't care the man he over here Nancy Kerrigan and you worried about the drug test. He turned into Quicksilver for that drug test. Bro, what if we had them drug tests like that in boxing? A lot of your favorite fighters wouldn't be fighting. Listen, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of your favorite fighters wouldn't be fighting because they drugged out. They get drugged out. They be out the sport getting drugged out. That's a bar. Y'all tripping today. Why y'all tripping so much? I once said I was a Ryan fan, but I lied. Hey, you wrong. Hey, Jesus Garcia, you wrong. He said I lied. All right, let's talk about Ryan. He lying, y'all. Like, listen, I don't believe nothing. This is a real question to all of you at home who really watch my channel. How do I keep predicting what is to come and then it happens and then y'all try to act surprised? That's all I want to know. Did I listen, let's play cap or fact. Did I tell you that Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy, it was going to be some BS in making the Cruz fight, and I wasn't hopeful and I wasn't anticipating it to be next? Is that cap or fact? Listen, I don't want anything in this world that is not mine. But if I said it and I meant it and everything I say I mean, y'all gonna give me credit for that. Did I tell you that Ryan Garcia, Cruz was a lot of pump faking and it wasn't gonna happen? Is that cap or fact? Okay then. Y'all gonna put some respect on. I'm pulling up on you. Put some respect on my name. Hey, put some respect on my name. Hey, bro, put some respect on my name. I'm pulling up on you. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Y'all better put some respect on my name. I told you, Ego Stradamus strikes again. That was easy work. I told you that was gonna be. He said it's cap. Yeah, block him. You the only one saying that. So we don't even need to spend no time. Yeah, get him out of it. Hey, I'm pulling up on you. Put some respect on my name. You a troll. Oh, we got him out of here quick. Get him out of here, bro. So I told you that was coming. Everybody that was being honest, they told you what it was. Can I get a like? Can y'all smash the likes up? They told you what it was, bro. Kenya said, Jake, I need my money, Jake. Let me stop before they call the cops on me for, yeah, there's an nigger up there screaming Jake or something. Get down here. Let me stop screaming to Jake. Kenya, look what you done started. Look what you done started. Ask for it, you got it. Now you're dearly departed. Mike Biggs, what's up with you? So I predicted this Ryan Garcia. And the funny thing is this. Oscar De La Hoya, he tweeted, oh, we tried to make the fight. We tried, but he said Cruz, he was too terrified of the Instagram influencer, Ryan Garcia. Man, come on. How come there are people in boxing and the storyline is always about who they tried to make the fight with that they didn't successfully make the fight with? Bro, that is not something you want. That is not something that you want to be known for. Boxing matchups, Dwayne, what's up? In my opinion, that is not something you want to be known for. Who wants to be known for CT Fat Boy? What's good with you? Who wants to? Somebody say Oscar be high, bro. Yeah, he be taking pools. He be smoking that, bro. He be smoking that Mayweather pack, cause he lost to Mayweather. And he feeling scorned from that Mayweather loss still. I think Mike Tyson needs to have Ryan back on this show. Why? Mike Tyson was instigating the fight. Ryan jumped out of his seat and started shadow boxing and stuff. And then when it came down to it, you didn't make the fight. Mike Tyson was egging that on in a bit. Ryan, Oscar, and Munguia should be like, we got Cap. Word. Bro, y'all see how, shout out to Kamal Oz. It's magic, y'all. Y'all see how Mike Tyson was amping that up? He was instigating. He's like, Tank, I got Ryan. He called you a bitch ass nigga. Like, bro, Ryan did not say the N-word. That's how you know Mike was instigating. He said Ryan said the N-word. He know better. He didn't say that. Bro, did y'all hear? Listen, Boy Scouts honor. I used to be in the Boy Scouts too, for the record. Bro, Mike Tyson said, they like, we got Tank on the phone. And he was like, Tank. He called you a bitch ass nigga. Bro, he did not say that. And Tank was on FaceTime and everything. Bro, Ryan did not say the N-word. He was like, you won't need a Stairmaster, boy. That was like the great value Muhammad Ali impression or whatever that was. He got up and started shadow boxing. You gonna need a Stairmaster, boy. You gonna need a lantern to deal with me. Huh? Bro, Mike was wildin'. He did not say the N-word. That's Teofimo. He liked to say the N-word. Bro, Mike was wildin' with that one. He's like, Tank. He called you a ghetto ass nigga. Like, he didn't say all that, bro. He didn't say, like, Mike, you instigating. My boy Mike was instigating the hell of that. Tank, he said Baltimore ain't shit. Like, don't do that. Don't turn it into something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely didn't say that. Anyway, Ryan did all this woofing, bro. He jumped out of his seat. He was dressed like a ventriloquist. Do you remember the ventriloquist dummy? He had a little bow tie. He did all that for nothing. And then had no fights for the remainder of the year. You gonna need a Stairmaster, boy, when I'm finished with you. You did all that to not fight for the remainder of the year. He said he'll fight Devin Haney. Said he was gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. Bro, it's too much cap in boxing. Listen, I can't deal with it. There's way too much cap. The man said he was fighting Manny Pacquiao. Like, what are we talking about, bro? I told you that wasn't gonna happen. Bro, and still, And still, bro, he said he was fighting Pacquiao. Pacquiao was probably like, huh? Pacquiao barely even said nothing. Yeah, I want to my fight with Ryan. Bro, Pacquiao was barely, but it was Ryan. He was the one tweeting, sending, Instagrams and edible arrangements, and bro, I'm not with none of that, bro. This new generation is weak. Listen, shout to Manuel. He said the youngsters ain't gonna get the Nancy Kerrigan reference. Yeah, but my old heads, my OGs gonna know what I'm talking about, though. Listen, as long as some demographic get the jokes, I'm good. The day nobody gets the joke, then, I'll be like, damn. But as long as I know somebody, I got different age groups. You know what I mean? I know somebody gonna get the reference. Bro, the man said he was fighting Pacquiao. Manny was like, I do not know what this child is talking about. Bro, Manny was barely doing no interviews. Bro, he had Manny mad. Manny was mad because his name kept getting thrown in the mix. Ryan's like, yeah, I'm fighting Pacquiao. This nigga lying. Pacquiao, I seen it. Pacquiao did an interview. He said, this child, he lying. I want to spank him because this nigga lying. He's lying. Bro, Pacquiao was tight. My boy Pacquiao, this nigga, he keep getting on Twitter. He keep lying on my name. So we must settle it in that ring. Bro, my boy Pacquiao was tight because Ryan just gave right. Oh, bro. Nah, I'm not doing the Mike Tyson. Bro, Manny Pacquiao is mad. You keep clout chasing. You don't like that. My boy Pacquiao don't like that. I'm from General Santos, and Ryan, he keep using my name for his own selfish reason, so I will spank him. Bro, Pacquiao old enough to be Ryan daddy. He could have been Ryan daddy. He got kids Ryan age, and Ryan say he gonna fight this grown ass man with that bowl cut. Nah, bro. Ryan has gone too far. He had my boy Pacquiao tight. I turn on the TV and I see Ryan Garcia. He keep mentioning me, saying he's going to fight me in some nigga backyard, and he thinks this is that backyard again. So like, bro, leave Pacquiao alone. We knew you wasn't fighting. He says, "Fucking racist." Oh, that's what's up. Block him. Yeah, he gotta go, bro. This man got Tourette's. Yeah, you're racist. Anyway, when they hate donate, the money keep coming in. We got $3, and it's from Lashante, the one and only. Appreciate you. Yeah, listen, this is all y'all gotta do. We gonna grow the channel. When they hate donate, I don't know what that was, but my shooters, they done a hell of a job. My shooters, they done a hell of a job. What can I say? Like I said before, we waiting for the haters. It come with the territory. My shooters, they done a hell of a job. That was me, my man. Oh, Mr. Dixon, I appreciate you. Shout out to you on the Cash App. Let's get it. So, yeah, anyway, he done went from Devin Haney to, I want to fight Manny Pacquiao from, bro, he said he was fighting Pacquiao. That never happened. Then he said he's gonna fight Javier Fortuna. Didn't happen. Then he said he's gonna fight Jojo Diaz. Didn't happen. Like, bro, then he said Cruz, and now y'all want me to believe that Cruz from Mexico ain't about that smoke, ain't trying to do it for La Raza. Listen, cabrones, you think he's not trying to do it for La Raza? Why? Cruz already has 2 losses, and he's coming directly off a loss. He has no real reason to not take the fight. It'll be another great payday. You know what I'm saying? He's already off a loss. He already took losses before, so it's not like he's trying to protect the O. Shout out to my boy Antonio. $5. Yeah, when they hate, donate. Okay. So we know it's not Isak Cruz. You're not gonna convince me that, bro. The man fought Tank with short notice. He's not scared. He's not scared. I want to thank Kenya. She sent that money to my BOV. Listen, Kenya gonna send $10 to the Bank of America via Zelle. The Zelle's on the screen. The money, oh my God, the money. Shout out to Kenya B. I appreciate you, girl. The money goes into my piggy. The money keep coming in. All y'all suckers be hating. The money keep coming in. Okay. Oh, shout out to Felicia out of the Chi-Town. What's up? Shout out to my girl Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Craig. She was like, Ego, let me borrow your microwave. I'm gonna bring it back. And I was like, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Good to have you, Felicia. Bro, if we're really being real, let's play cap or fact, man. I love your crazy ass. See, shout out to bye Felicia. See, I try to tell y'all. Listen, bro. Listen, the ladies love cool ego, but these dudes be acting like suckers. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at your hat. Look at your beard. But how come you don't ever see the ladies do that to me? Huh? Listen, how come listen, every time I get on here, if I got a haircut, if I don't have a haircut, if I shave, I ain't shaved, the ladies be treating me good, but it's the sucker ass dudes, they the ones that be talking. They the one be talking. Okay. Okay, bro. I know my position. It's dudes. I'm telling you, it's beta male. See, look at Kenya B. What's up? See, the ladies be showing love. Ladies, they be showing love. It's these beta male dudes, I promise you. I'll be on my LL. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience telling me I need love. Bro, I'll be on my LL, and the dudes can't stand it. Jewels and Cristal make a Mac and Fuddy stab. He ain't watching you, he rather watch his money, pal. Can't protect treasures when it's in the glass house. Soon as he turn the corner, I'ma turn it South Food blow. Frontin' in the 6 with the chrome, yo, B. Why you leave your honey all alone with me? Just because you blessed with, bro, I'm like LL on you hoes. I'm LL to you hoes. Bow down to something greater. My young sons fantasize of borrowing flows till little shorty with the big mouth, the bank is closed. Dissimilar my arms off limits to challengers. You hold a rusty sword, I swing the Excalibur. Stop it. How dare you step in my dimension? Your little ass should be somewhere crying on detention. Stop playing with me. Kamal, what's up? Right? Bro, Kamal is like shooting Uzis, bro. Kamal just dumping. Bro, y'all done pissed Kamal off. Bro, he just shooting the ooze. He just letting it spray. He up in the chop, bro. He said Ryan talks tough but fights OMC. How bizarre. I used to like that song. How bizarre. How bizarre. Yeah. Bro, Floyd Mayweather said he'll give Ryan a career high payday at that particular point, and that was to fight Rolly, and then he could get Tank. He says he wants Tank, but he won't fight Rolly with a career high payday at that point to get both guys. So that would have been 2 paydays. Bro, this Ryan gimmick thing is over. My young sons fantasize of borrowing flows till little shorty with the big mouth, the bank. Bro, it's over. This experiment is over. Ryan, from this point forward, he has to do something major to show the world that he is serious. Listen, the great position that I'm in, I don't have to prove anything. I could retire, and I've already made my mark in the game like Zorro. I left my mark on this game like Zorro a long time ago. Ryan, he's the one that, you know, he has to show that he really wants to be here. Bro, listen, I'm gonna say something. It's gonna hurt a couple of feelings, but I gotta give y'all the truth. Canelo's gym out here looking a little bit weird. This is a little bit weird, bro. Canelo's gym is not looking the most popping. The only person who's like really, really moving right that you really can't complain is Frank Sanchez. I'm talking about I don't know if he got some smaller fighters in the gym, but I'm talking about the main people. Shout out to Curtis Sewell. This is my first time in your chat. Definitely gonna be a regular. Yeah, come on down to the old jig rhythm. Bro, Canelo's gym, if I'm lying, y'all gonna prove that. Canelo's gym is looking weird. Cap or fact? Cap or fact? Ryan keep mentioning everybody's name, but somehow, some way, somewhere, deep down, I still love you. I know they crying. Bro, I got them crying in there. They was crying. Canelo, he talking about David. Oh my. I don't even know how to start, bro. I don't even know where to start. I'm too sharp, bro. I don't even know where to start. Let's start at the top. Canelo Alvarez, he a good little fighter. Listen, Canelo Alvarez, he a good little fighter. Hey,
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
So the man Canelo, he a good little fighter. But he got an excuse to not fight all the people I would pay to see him fight. For the last several years. Andrade, Charlo, Benavidez, Beterbiev. He talking about fighting Unfufu and Timbuktu and a bunch of Africans. And bro, I promise you, if he fight some random Africans that I don't know, did we get him? And I'm not paying y'all. I promise. Listen, Mark, I'm not gonna start this year off with no lies. If he fight a random African, I am not paying for it. I'll watch it if y'all want me to watch it, but y'all paying for it. I promise you. Y'all gonna have to get y'all coins together and y'all gonna be paying for me to order that, because I promise you it's not coming out of my personal account. I'm not trying to watch Canelo versus the gods must be crazy. Michael Blackson and all that. I refuse. Like that's not something I'm going to spend my money on. Put it that way. No, I do not know CD receipt. The pink motorcycle. Do you know who you're dealing with, bro? I don't care. Bishop Tudu. No, I do not have no receipt. Try again, motorcycle. Do you know who you're dealing with, bro? No. I'm not. I promise you. And it's not even about, I'm a person, I don't even care about money. It's about the principle. Bro, you see it. We getting the money. We getting the money. Kenya B, she sent $10. Okay. Kamal Oz, he been chipping up and sending crazy super chat. Y'all see it. It ain't even about the money. It's about the principle. I'm not paying off principle. So Canelo, he at the top. And he telling us, no, the better be a fight. He's stupid. He's a poo-poo head and all this stuff to not make the fight. Benavidez, oh, what's he done? What you mean, was he done? What did Rocky Fielding do? I didn't even know who that was. I know who Benavidez is, and I've known for several years who he is. I've met and interviewed Benavidez. I ain't never met Rocky Fielding, Liam, Caleb Liam, Billiam Liam, and all these other people you fighting. I ain't never met them outside of Caleb Plant. I don't know none of them. Bro, what the hell is a Billiam? That's some UK-ish. Oh yeah, mate, you're slagging, bang. Oh, FFS, for fuck's sake. Psych, mate. Bro, what the hell is some Billiam? That is not no American-ish. I've never in my entire life met an American named Billiam. Let me know if you got a friend, if you in America and you got a friend named some damn Billiam. You half Bill, half William looking at, bro, get, oh yeah, you bloody wank, you're slagging him, your mum. Bro, what are we talking about? This is what Canelo keeps saying all this stuff. I want to fight overseas. All right, go over there. Go fight Ryota Murata in Japan. Enjoy. Enjoy. Go to Egypt. Go wherever you want to go. But that is not popping. Go fight in the Hawaiian tropics or wherever you talking about. These are not popping fights. I try to tell you. Then Ryan Garcia, he's the second biggest, like in terms of following or whatnot. And then he every oh yeah, bang. Y'all tripping. Who did that? That's B-Dog. Shout out to B-Dog. Billiam Liam Parker. Bro, that sounds like a superhero government. Who the hell is Billiam Liam Parker? Spider-Man cousin. Man, y'all better stop. This is goofy, bro. Bro, they got like 6 names for males in England. Billiam, William, Eddie, Anthony, Liam, Caleb. That's the majority. That's like 99% of the population. Or Connor. Yeah. Canelo finna fight Forrest Whitaker. Oh my gosh. He said Canelo finna fight Forrest Whitaker in The Last King of Scotland. That's the one he won the Oscar for. Y'all tripping. Hey, Kamal Oz has lost it. He said he finna fight Idi Amin. Man, come on, bro. This boy said Squilio from SpongeBob. Y'all are hilarious today. Why do I got the funniest chat in all of boxing? That's what I need to know. Y'all are too funny. You got your boy Kamal Oz. He talking about some damn Idi Amin, Forrest Whitaker stuff. This other dude talking about SpongeBob and Squilio. Y'all tripping. What is going on with Triple G? Is he relevant? Bro, I went to Ross. Triple G, he put my items in a bag. I don't know what he doing, bro. He work at Ross. I got it at Ross. I don't know where Triple G is at, cuz. Triple G at Ross right now, dressed for less, looking at it, bro. I don't know what he doing. But I don't know. Where is Triple G? Like he scored on some crypto. He just dipped though. Listen, I said he scored, got some coin on some crypto, cause he dipped though. I ain't seen Triple G. Like he don't do no interviews, nothing. Like he don't pop up at no fights, nothing. Bro, Canelo finna fight Brendan Fraser from The Mummy. Y'all better stop playing. But look, I'm telling y'all, look at Canelo's gym, dog. Canelo, all these games, like you're telling us that the people I want to see, and I know a lot of other fans can relate, like Benavidez and stuff, you saying those aren't good fights and they don't mean nothing to your legacy, but then you popping up with random Africans and that's supposed to mean a lot to your legacy. Then Ryan Garcia, why is it, just tell me why Canelo's gym looks like this, right? Bro, literally, this is gonna hurt some feelings. The darkest skinned dude is the one in his gym that is actually, there's nothing you can really complain about how he's moving. That's Frank Sanchez. Am I lying? Bro, the dude with the darkest complexion, he's the one actively fighting and fighting who he should be fighting in or around his particular career. Am I lying? Is that cap? Is that cap or fact? The darkest dude in Canelo's gym is the one that he's on a, you know what I'm saying? He fought a Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders May card. He fought F.A. Ajagba. That was a dangerous fight. He made it look easy. Then he just fought Christian Hammer. So he fighting pretty frequently. And he's fighting who he should be fighting per where he's at in his career. Ryan Garcia is 23 or whatever age he is. He's not even fighting. And he's damn near sure not fighting like no legacy things. Canelo Alvarez, he just making up fights that he want to fight, but then not listening to the fans and supposed to be the face of boxing, the people's champ. What are we talking about, bro? Sanchez is the one. Oscar Valdez, he failed in drug tests. If I'm lying about Canelo's gym, then y'all tell me where the lie is. I want to spot the lie. Oscar Valdez, he was doing good, beating Berchelt, but then that was drawn into question his very next fight in the same year because he failed the drug test with fentanyl. And then they did all this cover-up stuff and the Pacquiao tribe or whatever. And then in the end, they still let him fight. And then he really should have lost to Robinson Conceição. And then they said he won. And then the referee had to apologize. The referee had to apologize for his scorecard. I mean, this all looks bad. Shout out to my man SG Pass. He says, salute Ego, them British and European heavyweights gonna avoid Sanchez like they did Luis Ortiz. Word. Frank Sanchez, there's literally, based on how he's moving, there's nothing in his in his career that I could complain about. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. It's that simple. Canelo, I'm not as impressed as some of you guys may be with the Undisputed, because he did, listen, we know Canelo's a good fighter. We know he has skills. But the thing is this, you can move around and position yourself in a weak gym, a weak division, and stay there and say, oh, I'm so good. But a real fighter is going to go to a division that's stacked if there's one in or around their division and fight the best out of that division. You see what I'm saying? That proves more than collecting belts at this stage with how you can get belts and all the politics. Because, for example, do we truly know who the best at lightweight is? This, I'm gonna put it into a position. Y'all can't deny what I'm saying. Is George Kambosos, I like him for the record, but is he the best lightweight? Meaning he could whoop everybody's ass at lightweight. Can Kambosos, for show, if you had $1 million in your account, and if you were wrong, you would lose $1 million and then you would have to start over. Would you say that George Kambosos would whoop and beat every single person if he fought them, like every top level guy, if he fought them? So he would whoop Devin Haney, he would whoop Gervonta Davis, he would whoop Rolly, he would whoop Lomachenko, he would whoop Teofimo in a rematch, he would whoop Ryan Garcia. Can you say that? Look, everybody is correctly saying it's not a knock on George Kambosos, but we can't comfortably say that he'll whoop every single person, even though he had an impressive last performance. So this is a microcosm of what we're going through in boxing. You could say he has all the belts except for the WBC situation with Devin Haney, but that doesn't necessarily equate to he gonna whoop Gervonta's butt. He'll beat Devin Haney. We have to see that to really know. So when we're talking about Canelo, he talking about I collected the belts, but there's more historically, there's certain divisions where if you collected the belts, you had to fight the Gervontas and the Devin Haneys and the Rollies, guys like that, to get to that point, take somebody's O and really show us. Canelo Alvarez did that at 168 when all the champions happened to be Caucasian champions, and they happened to have a certain style, and they happen to have a certain level of guys with a certain level of experience. Canelo, why didn't he do 150? Okay, put it this way. I know these young boys can't beat me. So tell me if this don't make sense. Can any of us comfortably say, without lying, that the most stacked division that Canelo has ever been in is 168? Actually, I'm gonna frame it like this. Is Canelo has been at 154, he fought at 160, 168, and 175. Is 168 at the point in which he fought to become undisputed, is that the best division that he's been in, where at one given time, the guys that he fought or could have fought, that was the most stacked division out of 154, 160, 168, and 175, the divisions he's really been in? Can you say that that is the best division he's ever been in? Exactly. So you see, real boxing fans is saying nah, because if you think about it, when he was at 54, he could have did a rematch with Erislandy Lara. At a point, there was Jamal Charlo. J-Rock was undefeated. Demetrius Boo Boo Andre was calling him a bitch and calling him out. You had guys that entered somewhere around that space like Jared Hurd and Jason Rosario and whoop. So Sergio Martinez was at 54 at one point, right? But Canelo didn't really fight none of those types of names except for Lara, and that's the fight people think he lost. So I'm not really that impressed with the undisputed because not all divisions are made equal. You see what I'm saying? Like how you say it? Would you give here? Let's say an actor. Here's an example so you guys can relate. If an actor like Jamie Foxx just did Wanda character, right? You remember Wanda? For anybody, I know some of the young people might not know. Anybody remember Wanda from In Living Color with the lips and all that, where he played the girl? See, I got an old soul. Anybody remember Jamie Foxx? As long as a couple people remember, Jamie Foxx played a girl character, Wanda, in Living Color. Does anybody remember that? That's in the chat. I know I got some people like Sura. Okay, Kenya Hood, so I know she know. I know my girl Kenya know. Okay, so some people know. Just look it up if you haven't. Would you give Jamie Foxx more credit for playing that character, which is just like a slapstick character, or playing Ray Charles? All right, so I'm putting in an analogy. Would you give Jamie Foxx more credit for his acting chops playing a legend in a biopic like Ray Charles, or would you give him more credit for playing a character like Wanda? Okay. So everybody's saying Ray, because to capture and embody Ray like he did, Ray Charles, he had to show his singing ability. He had to be a pianist. He had to show his acting chops a whole lot better. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to playing the slapstick Georgia. Bro, he had to do all that. Wanda, that's just a slapstick funny character. So I look at boxing the same way. Canelo at 168, the division didn't require no Ray type of role for him. You know what I'm saying? You fought Wandas. To become undisputed, you fought Wandas. So you fought cool, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't fight. You gonna give an actor more credit for doing a role that's harder. That is common sense. And Canelo Alvarez, he didn't embody no Ray Charles type of role that was like, you have to really be a method actor and get the mannerisms and the voice and watch tape and, you know what I'm saying, to really do justice. Or like when Heath Ledger did the Joker. Heath killed that. Rest in peace. And then it killed him. You know what I'm saying? Heath Ledger really did that. They said he was acting weird, hiding in his trailer. He really let the Joker embody his persona. He really like died for the role. So I'm gonna give him credit for that. More credit for that than how to lose a girl in how to lose a guy in 10 days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Canelo fought like 2 European dudes who really didn't have no crazy resume. One of them had no crazy resume at 168. And then he fought a Turkish Avni Yildirim off a 2-year layoff and a loss. And then he fought Caleb Plant, who gave him the best fight. But Caleb Plant, you know, he was coming off the Truex performance, and that wasn't necessarily his best work. And he was coming off of a long layoff, etc. So Canelo, he moving like this on purpose. And only people like me who got that exquisite taste in boxing are gonna see it to call it out. If you're just a surface area, you're gonna be like, oh, Canelo's a beast. You know what I'm saying? I read the fine print, the small print. If you're signing up for a credit card, the part that they want you to see is all big, but you read that fine print and it's like, okay, there's more than meets the eye. See, shout out to, oh my gosh, SG Pass be killing y'all. He be killing y'all. It's magic, y'all. He says, if we're being honest and sensible, boxing fans would say that Stephen Coolboy Fulton is the fighter of the year. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he fought some real competition. Like, let's be honest. And Caleb Plant, there's no shade. I know Caleb Plant. But I'm just saying, stylistically, Brandon Figueroa, he's like some baby Margaritos. Like, he was coming nonstop. He has power, and he had just knocked out Luis Neri, who's a good fighter, right? And he just kept coming nonstop. My boy Cool Boy Fulton, he had to really go in his bag for real to be able to box that well to make it out of that fight the victor. That's no cap. He had to he had to really go in his bag. Canelo Alvarez, most of his fights were super run of the mill. The man with Mayweather Promotions, Angelo Lowe, he also beat him. So, but actually, listen, Brandon Figueroa, listen, this is gonna sound so crazy, but I'm glad SG Pass brought the conversation up. And I promise you on everything I love, if you know boxing, you can't even deny what I'm about to say. But if you don't, you're gonna say, oh, that's a preposterous, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you're talking about. But I promise ain't nobody gonna prove me wrong in this room. I promise you that. Shout out to my boy Kamal Oz. It's magic, y'all. Canelo is a lot of smoke and mirrors facts. Word. Bro. Stephen Fulton, per who he fought last year in 2021, mixed with Brandon Figueroa and who he fought and what he did in 2021, and then the totality of their careers meeting up, that was a superbly meaningful fight, more so than any Canelo fight last year. I can assure you, because Brandon Figueroa fought a champion, Luis Neri, and stopped him. Stephen Coolboy Fulton fought a champion and with Mayweather Promotions who was coming off a good win and dominated him. And then they fought each other. Billy Joe Saunders, he fought like Martin Murray and didn't even look good. That was his last fight. And his first fight was the Canelo fight. Caleb Smith was in December, so we'll just consider that 2021. It was December 2020. Bro, he was on like a year layoff. Caleb Plant was coming off the Caleb Truax fight, where people said, even Anthony Durrell said that Caleb Plant, they expected more from Caleb in beating Truax. So that's why, like Kamal was saying, it's smoke and mirrors, bro. It's smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of people that have a name in the sport of boxing, and people are like over glamorizing, like Canelo, over glamorizing what they're doing. If we're talking about grit and what it takes, where Brandon Figueroa was in his career and where Coolboy Fulton is in his career, them meeting up, that was a much tougher fight for both fighters than Canelo fighting the champions he fought. Stylistically, we know Canelo's good. We know he can fight. But at the same time, there's guys that will give him, at the very least, a more stylistic challenge, and he won't fight them. It's that simple. David Benavidez had the same belt that got thrown into the Caleb Smith fight for free, and he got the belt without having to fight David Benavidez. Hamed, what's up? Canelo never jumps in the fire. Word. Bro, listen, this is going to hurt some feelings, and I don't give a Errol Spence, he more of a dog than Canelo. He is. Because the man flying out of cars, coming back to Danny Garcia, a top 5 welterweight at the time, and he fighting him as a tune-up. Errol Spence is coming off potentially, an injury that had it not been caught, he could have lost his vision. His first effing fight back is Ugas, coming off of the Pacquiao fight where Ugas dominated Pacquiao and sent him into retirement. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Errol Spence, bro, Errol Spence is fighting somebody that is a southpaw killer. And Errol's a southpaw coming off injury. So a lot of guys, listen, just like I predicted Ryan Garcia wasn't going to fight Cruz. Ryan is not coming off of something that could have impaired his vision. He coming off a hand injury, and you see Golden Boy is playing around. They're not trying to put him in with Cruz. And guess what? Cruz, I like him, love him to death, but he's less accomplished and less storied than Ugas. Cruz had no performance where he won like Ugas won against Pacquiao, and that's who Errol is choosing to fight. Errol Spence is a young goat, and he's more of a dog because it's just dog behavior. Canelo is like moving. Canelo is like this. I'm gonna just tell you, if this was the Wild Wild West, some people was about it. Remember when on training day, when Denzel left Macy Gray's spot, and then the gangsters started shooting at him, and then Denzel popped up out the whip, and it was just like boom, 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 and just started walking towards him, dumping. Some fighters is like that. How Denzel hopped out the whip and just boom, 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 and started coming towards the heat. And like, yeah, bring it. And then he got back in the whip and drove off. That's not Canelo. Canelo's the type, it's the Wild Wild West. There's a gunfight, it's calamity, and he waiting in the saloon. And then after the coast is clear, then he gonna come out and start, capping a couple of people. That's Canelo Alvarez. He gonna start shooting a couple of people, but like, bro, it was just Call of Duty out here. You know what I mean? Out here it was Call of Duty. It was just like a free-for-all gunfight at the OK Corral. Everybody just pop, 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 and Canelo in there hiding. Or it's like the people on Call of Duty, since we speaking of it, that camp out on the roof. They not with the smoke. They camped out on the roof and they might snipe a couple people. That's Canelo Alvarez. I promise you. I promise you. He ain't gonna go in there and get his, okay, Benavidez want this, okay, and then chunk him with Benavidez and chunk him with Better Be. That's not him. He said Red Dead Redemption. Y'all wallet. All Canelo opponents look bad in their last fight. Talk to him, Kamal. See, me and Kamal been telling y'all the same thing. Bro, even if he fights Charlo, peep the position. Charlo, last fight, he just fought a tough Mexican fighter, Montiel, and some people said that wasn't Charlo's best performance. Canelo will never fight a guy like Charlo when, even though Charlo's still undefeated, he got tired. And so that's a vulnerability that was shown in the fight game, something you can analyze. That a guy stood up to his power and he got tired noticeably. But when he looked amazing and he had destroyed Derevyanchenko, had his eyes looking like Mac and me, Canelo won't fight nobody off of no performance like that. Just like David Benavidez. David Benavidez is chopping people up. He is chopping people up. Canelo has to wait until Benavidez looks like, vulnerable, and then he'll, just like I told you, look at the patterns. Artur Beterbiev. Canelo said he hasn't decided on MacBook. Fight Beterbiev. He will not do it. He will not fight Beterbiev coming off the Marcus Brown performance. And the funny thing is, some people said Artur Beterbiev in the Brown fight looked vulnerable. But I guarantee you this, Canelo still won't fight him because he didn't look no damn vulnerable enough. Because Beterbiev looking vulnerable, he was dealing with a cut, and he was still throwing heat and smoke. He didn't look bad enough, bro. You got to look like Kovalev and almost get stopped by Anthony Yard to the point where Buddy McGurk told Kovalev, if you give me another round like that, the fight is over. I'm stopping it. Beterbiev didn't look like that. So therefore, he will not get the fight with Canelo next. Book it. Caleb Smith was on a year plus layoff, and he lost at home to John Ryder, and they lied And then, you know, Eddie Hearn rematch room did some cook up magic or whatever. And they said he won the fight. And then that's at the point when Canelo fought him. Billy Joe Saunders looked like trash on the KSI Logan Paul 2 rematch card against Esteban Corceras, the guy that Edgar Berlanga got dropped by. And Saunders was looking bad in that fight. And then shortly after that, that's when Canelo fought him. Canelo is not going, I'm telling you, he's waiting to, he waiting. And then his excuse for all of this is, I'm Canelo Alvarez. I've done so much. There's no point for anybody to challenge me. There are no challenge. Come on, bro. Stop. Because if you really about that smoke, Bruce Lee, even when he was a Hollywood actor, and he was famous superstar, when people used to test him on, they said, read the stories. Somebody on the Enter the Dragon set tested Bruce Lee. This is after he was already a sensation in Hong Kong. Bruce Lee was still about that action, and Bruce Lee whooped the dude's ass on the set and let him stay after he got his butt whooped. Look it up. So that just shows you a different level of competitor. Canelo is never going to do that unless he's pressured and then he has to do it or something. Canelo age better be about. Hopefully he looks vulnerable or someone else beats him, or try to fight him maybe when he's 40 and you know what I'm saying, looking on the way out. It's that simple. And it's very easy to see these patterns. Fighting Mosley when he's 40, fighting Baltimore when he's 41, moving Jose Cito up in weight, never rematching Lada, never rematching Mayweather because he would have whooped your ass again. Fighting a bunch of European, man, come on, get him out of here. Kamal Oz, Canelo is a scavenger vulture. He's a ducker and a maneuverer. He didn't even want to fight Triple G until Jacobs made him look bad. He's no lion, he's a hyena. Kamal cooking, yo. That's what I'm saying. Triple G, when Triple G was just knocking everybody out, he was pushing for the Canelo fight. Canelo waited till vulnerabilities. Triple G definitely won the first fight. I was there live. I seen it. I thought Canelo beat him in the second fight though. I thought Canelo won the second one. Yeah, he didn't rematch Trout. They had the weak open scoring. Man, get him out of here, bro. And now his little brother Ryan doing the same thing. It's over, bro. Y'all can listen. I don't care. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's the facts. I don't care who y'all like and all that. None of that matter. Ryan Garcia doing the same thing now. Like big bro, little bro. It's the same. It's the same energy. Same energy, y'all. Ryan Garcia got the same energy. But Ryan's actually worse, though, than Canelo, because Canelo could really, truly scrap. And I'm not saying Ryan can't fight, but Canelo still, even with the games he be playing, Canelo still has a body of work that's good. Ryan Garcia is too young to be, like, ducking out of fights and fights not manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in a different boat. Canelo, at least, is 30 years old and accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed. Even though I thought, like I said earlier, he was undisputed in a weaker times. Ryan is, and in the other element that's always mad whack to me is Ryan and a lot of these young fighters, they live every moment on social media, bro. That's weird. I use the internet to make money. So I got social media too. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't need to know every single one of your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel great. Oh, I just woke up. Oh, I want to knock out Tank. Oh, Tank's a weenie. Oh, he said Cruz is a chihuahua. Like, bro, no one's trying to hear none of that. Fight them. If you and your team can't get the fights done, then it's weird. Then who cares? You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to talk about, bro. If it ain't no action, it really ain't nothing to talk about. Like, I get tired of that quick. You know what I mean? I get tired of that quick because it's like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just two people saying they're gonna whoop each other on the internet and then nothing happened. What's the point of that? Like, what on earth is the point of that? I really don't get it. That man said Cruz is a chihuahua, but your team don't want to fight. Like, this is all documented. What are we talking about? So tell me if this sounds like Ryan Garcia, his team is the problem, or Cruz out of Mexico is a chihuahua.
Plan for Ryan Garcia in the first quarter of next year.
Comeback fight. He's been out for over a year. He actually
Bro, does this sound like listen? Does this sound like Cruz is a chihuahua when a DAZN reporter asked President Eric Gomez of Golden Boy, what's your game plan for Ryan Garcia? He says a comeback fight. That's a tune-up fight. That's a tune-up fight, y'all. He said he's been out a year. If Ryan really wants to fight Cruz like you're claiming, right? Then why are you talking about a tune-up fight? Give the kid what he wants. There's no way Ryan Garcia and team aren't going to look bad in this equation. None. Zero. Because why do you want him to take a tune-up fight? Listen, they're telling you all the gems.
Plan for Ryan Garcia in the first quarter of next year.
comeback fight. He's been out for over a year.
He's supposed to be a beast. He's young. Why are you saying he's been out for a year? Who cares? He got the surgery. So you're making excuses because you know y'all don't really want that. Kamal Oz. Canelo waited for Benavidez to get stripped. Big facts.
He actually wants to fight Isaac Cruz.
Do you think that's a good idea for a guy with a broke?
Look, immediate excuses. He wants to fight Isaac Cruz, and then immediately he gets cut off by the DAZN reporter and says, do you think that's a good idea to fight Isaac Cruz? Because the guy has a head made of steel. And the Golden Boy president who promotes Ryan admits that no, it's not a good idea. But Isaac Cruz is a chihuahua. All right.
Cruz.
Do you think that's a good idea for a guy with a broken hand?
No. Cruz.
They lying saying he got a broken hand still. This is sad, bro.
He actually wants to fight Isaac Cruz.
Do you think that's a good idea for a guy with a broken hand?
No, I don't think. I don't.
The guy's got a head made out of steel.
I don't think so. But
he just said it's not a good idea. So how does Ryan want to fight? How does Golden Boy want to fight? And your promoter's telling the world that it's not a good idea to fight him. But Ryan is tweeting that Isaac Cruz is a chihuahua. I'm supposed to believe he's not a pit bull, and your team really wants it, but your team sounds very apprehensive in making it.
he actually wants to fight Isaac Cruz.
Do you think that's a good idea for a guy with a broken hand?
No, I don't think. I don't.
The guy's got a head made out of steel.
I don't think so. But
he says has a broken hand, which he got surgery to fix his broken hand. Then the Golden Boy dude's saying, oh, he's been out a year. Meanwhile, Errol Spence, when's the last time he fought? He last fought Danny Garcia in like December 5th, I think, in 2020. And he fighting Ugas off his career best win. So explain that. A black fighter, Errol Spence, has not fought since December 5th, 2020. December 5th, 2020. He was forced to pull out of the Pacquiao fight. Black fighter Errol Spence has not fought since December 2020, the very first known year in America of the pandemic, right? So December to December, I'm not the smartest brother in the world. December 20th or December 2020 to December 2021, that's 1 year. Errol Spence, we don't even know the exact date, but they're saying March or April. So that means Errol Spence coming off of a car accident in recent memory, and then also coming off of an eye injury, and a year plus layoff, he's fighting a guy on the guy's best win. They don't have confidence in Ryan Garcia. Because Errol Spence, why would his handlers put him in with Ugas, who just destroyed a legendary southpaw in Pacquiao? Best win of his career. His confidence should be at a fever pitch. And they're letting him fight and honoring his request. But then Ryan Garcia, they say, oh, he's been out a year. Okay, Errol Spence has been out longer, and he fought Danny Garcia. Errol Spence has been out longer, coming off an eye injury in his last fight, and he fighting Ugas off of Ugas' best performance in his whole career.
Plan for Ryan Garcia in the first quarter of next year.
Comeback fight. Comeback fight. He's been out for over a year. He actually wants to fight Isaac Cruz.
Do you think that's a good idea for a guy with a broken hand?
No, no, I don't think. I don't.
The guy's
think
got a head made out of steel.
I don't think so. But there's something I've also learned that sometimes fighters see something that we don't, and for whatever reason, I mean, he's just chomping at the bit, like you said, and he wants to fight that guy. I'd rather do a softer fight. So right now we're going and we're talking to him about potential opponents, but he'll be back either March or April. Once he get.
So, Igor Stradamus, Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy don't want it. They don't want to put him in Isaac Cruz. Ryan's talking himself into a corner because he keeps calling Isaac Cruz names and doing interviews saying, chewing gum and saying he wants to fight, yada, yada, yada. His team can't get it done. They refuse to get it done. So now it's the blame game. So fast forward to now, what's next for Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia will likely fight Mercita Hesta, who Jorge Linares fought and is working with Golden Boy, or Jojo Diaz off a loss to Devin Haney. Book it. That's who Ryan will fight next. So all this other stuff is a charade. He's fighting Mercita Hesta or Jojo Diaz. Igor Stradamus said it. And that's what once you get all the filth and fluff out, that's what Golden Boy wanted. All this Isaac Cruz stuff is cap. All this Isaac Cruz stuff was never going to happen. And they're protecting Ryan Garcia. And that's who he'll fight next. That's my prediction. And y'all got to start really asking yourself, am I that good? Am I psychic? Or do I know what I'm talking about? Either way, you got to give a lot of credit to the GOAT. Hey, write this down. I gave two names, and I think Ryan Garcia, when it's announced, that's who he's fighting, one of them. Mercito Hesta, Gesta, or Joseph Jojo Diaz coming off a loss to Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia, Sir Cap-a-Lot, that's his new nickname. Word. Pitbull Cruz don't have no back down in him, so he definitely ain't done. Bro, you're not gonna convince me. That's a good point, but you're not gonna convince me that Pitbull Cruz, who comes from one of the most notoriously rough spots that you can go, if you're not moving right, like Mexico, and they're at war right now in Mexico. In case you were wondering. You're not going to tell me a guy who comes from that is worried about no damn Ryan Garcia. Beyond that, you're not going to tell me that a guy who's willing to fight Tank Davis on short notice and has no questions, doesn't cry about his salary, doesn't cry about his spit, he just shows up and puts up a valiant effort. You're not going to convince me that he's afraid of Ryan Garcia. Because Ryan has done less than Tank. And they both got power. They both got speed. And at least if he fights Ryan Garcia, he'll have a full camp, unlike what he had for Tank. It's unbelievable. Jojo might beat him. All right, then put him in with Mercito Hesta. If Jojo Diaz is if y'all think that's too dangerous, then it's gonna be Mercito Hesta. If y'all saying that Jojo Diaz is too dangerous for Ryan, then book Mercito Hesta. That's my time. Holla at me. Deuces.